Are we doing this today? Today's the day? Okay. Hello there, everyone. My name is Christian Babin, and you're watching The Dorm Room TV. For those of you who know me, you're probably sitting here wondering yourself, Christian, another channel? Really? For those of you who don't know me, you're probably sitting here wondering, who is this guy, and why did he make this YouTube channel? It can all be explained quite easily. On this channel, you're going to meet two other people. On Wednesday, you're going to meet Matt. And on Friday, you're going to meet Ann. So in our senior year of high school, we decided to make a YouTube channel. However, it never really happened, so we decided to wait till college. Problem was, we were all going to 3 different colleges. Being at these 3 different colleges, we figured collaborating on videos would be kind of hard to do, seeing as, we're a good distance away from each other, and being on time to things, it just wouldn't be that easy to do. So we decided to make this channel for ourselves, The Dorm Room TV, to document and record our experiences through college, all the while keeping in touch with each other as we do so. I don't think this is only for us. We're going to definitely try and keep you guys entertained as we go along. So those of you who know me, you pretty much have a basic general idea of who I am. But for those of you who don't, let me tell you a little bit about myself. At the current point in time, I'm an 18-year-old freshman at Southeastern Louisiana University. So the reason I decided to come to Southeastern is because it's far enough away to be away from home, but close enough that if I wanted to go home on the weekends, I could do so with no real problem. But besides that, and the friendly atmosphere here, pretty much I'm getting paid to go here. Well, with all scholarship money and, stuff that I've been handed to come here, all the letters and all of that stuff pretty much dragged me in here. I couldn't say no. I guess you could say my good grades in high school really paid off after all. I lost my 5. As you can tell from my shirt here, my school colors are green and gold. Kind of a weird arrangement of colors, but whatever. Our mascot is this lion named Rumi. I really don't understand why the name Rumi, but it's a lion. Oh my. So as for what I'm doing here, I came here with the idea of psychology, but slowly but surely my mind started to change about that. So at the current point in time, I'm majoring in mass communication and journalism. So why did I pick that? Pretty much because I like writing. Writing is one of my favorite pastimes. With writing, I can describe myself a lot better. I can get at what I want to say in a few words instead of trying to, I can't even talk to you right now. If you want to see some of my writing, you can check out one of my blogs down there in the doobly-doo. Oh, that reminds me, YouTube has always been one of my favorite things. I'd always like to see the creativity that some of these people bring to the table. And it always keeps me entertained, and I'm always having a good time while watching. It's kind of a dream of mine to become a partner on YouTube, and maybe one day work alongside some of my favorites. These include, but are not limited to, the Vlog Brothers, Shay Carl and the Shaytards, Wheezy Waiter, Cassim G, Star Kid Potter, Philip DeFranco, Naraman, Charlie Is So Cool Like, Mika Kitty, Jenna Marbles, Kingsley, Boyce Avenue, Nice Peter, and Julian Oots. Of course, there are a lot more, but these are just the main ones that I keep an eye on, keep tabs on, because they're some of my favorite people. If you want to see any of those people that I mentioned, check the doobly-doo. Some other things about myself. I really like playing the Xbox. Music is really fun too. Can't believe I just danced on camera. Movies are also fun. I spend a lot of my nights on Netflix just scrolling through, watching different movies, just because, I haven't heard of them, haven't seen them. Sometimes I make movies too. You can check out the links down there. There's a playlist called the Melvin series. As for television, I'm not really a big TV watching person. Sometimes I like to catch Family Guy, American Dad, Robot Chicken, stuff on Cartoon Network at night. But I also find myself partial to children's cartoons like SpongeBob, Adventure Time, A Regular Show. Just quality cartoons that are still on TV. I also watch Glee. Maybe one of the only straight males to say that I'm a fan of Glee, but that's alright. It's a good show. Season 3 is in 8 days, so that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. I also like to read. I read a lot of books. People are kind of like, oh, reading's boring, I don't have time for that. But chances are, instead of watching The Jersey Shore every Thursday for 2 hours, you can sit down with a nice book and get a much better story for what it's worth. So, that's pretty much a broad overview of myself. I'm sure you'll pick up some other stuff as we move along. For the main point of this video, college. It's been real interesting. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, and that was okay, I guess. And at that Catholic boys high school, I was just myself. I wasn't a jock, I wasn't a band kid, I wasn't a nerd, I wasn't popular for what it's worth. But I hung out with who I wanted to hang out with, whoever was real, That's who I hung out with. That's who I keep as my friends today. My senior year was by far my favorite year in high school. There was just a lot happening, and it was just a crazy roller coaster of events. But I think that's what made it so great, you know? If I hadn't had those ups and downs, who knows what would have happened today, you know? College is a whole new world for me, and for everyone being a freshman this year in college, you know what I'm saying. You know, being in that Catholic all-boys school, it's pretty nice to be around females again. And besides that, I'm dealing with a big campus. Not as big as, say, you know, Matt's College, LSU, but still a pretty big campus with about 15,000 people here. It's been cool so far. Hasn't been too bad, hasn't been too fantastic yet, but we're just starting out, so we'll see what happens. Living on my own has really been interesting, to say the least. You kind of have to learn to balance your time with stuff. You know, you have to be more independent. You have to kind of do what your parents did for you. You kind of have to step it up and do it yourself, like cleaning your room, making sure everything's stocked. You know, you have stuff to eat, you have bathroom supplies, stuff like that. You're definitely more grown up just by the first week of living in a dorm room. You have to take into consideration a lot. I mean, you have to be considerate to other people, not only your roommate, but to your entire floor, to your entire dorm as a whole. You have to be like a kind person. You can't be rude. Someone holds the door open for you, say thank you, you know? Be nice. Don't be ignorant. So I guess that's all to say from this end here at Southeastern University. And you guys can pretty much follow up this vlog with another of your own similar to this. Kind of hit the same points, where you are now, your high school experience, what you like to do, etc., etc. Before I go, if you want to keep up to date with me, you might want to check out the Twitter and the Tumblr. Left those in the doobly-doo too. You know, it's kind of awkward to finish this video, because I'm thinking on a Vlogbrothers type level, and I'm thinking, you know, Hank and John are like, yeah, I'll see you Wednesday, I'll see you Friday. And in that case, I'll see you Wednesday, Matt. Have fun, y'all.